These are like some heavy hitters for sure. And side, I did spot one game that I'm pretty interested in, and it's this Cult of the Lamb.
And spotted this Trials Rising game. I can't believe they're still making these Trials games.
Hello everyone, it's Austin and we are back with another episode of my $10 Nintendo Collection series. Every week we've been going out to thrift stores, pawn shops, game stores, looking for some great video game deals and purchasing items that we could possibly flip on eBay. And with that flip profit, we're purchasing Nintendo games and building up this huge collection. To start off this video though, I want to share you guys my thoughts and opinions on the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Direct that just recently happened. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the pricing. And I know it has stirred a lot of negativity over the past couple of weeks. The console is releasing at a price point of around $450 and $500 with Mario Kart World included. For me, I don't think that's a bad price point for that console, especially with Xbox and PlayStation hitting that $500 mark the past couple of generations. For the physical capabilities and also technical capabilities of what this console is able to do, I think that might be a justifiable price. As for the video games, it's still kind of hard to take in seeing them move up to around $80 to $90 on release. But for me personally, I just never buy video games brand new on release. The only game I've pretty much bought within the past couple of years is Mario Party Jamboree. It's just kind of been a tradition of mine to purchase Mario Party games because it is local multiplayer and something more memorable to be playing with, friends and family. I think for that reason alone, it's worth picking up on release. But everything else, I just never buy games on release nowadays. I have a huge backlog of video games that I'd rather get to first and wait for these prices to drop after a couple of months or a year. But I know a lot of people are going to be wanting to pick up these games on release. I'd say go the digital route if it's going to save you a little bit more money. Now I want to talk about the video games that they showed in the Direct. I did not expect them to show this many hits, and I had a blast just watching it and seeing all the new games coming out. So for Mario Kart World, I heard that it's going to be an open world game, and I can only imagine a Forza Horizon style Mario Kart game. If that's what this is, I don't know, maybe this $80 and $90 price point is justifiable. Probably one of the first open world multiplayer Mario games. I mean, being put into a world filled with other players online, being able to free roam around an open world and just race on the go. There's a lot of things they can do with that, but it's just off speculation, and I'm not sure if this is how it's going to be. You also got games like Kirby Air Ride, which I haven't really played the first one on the GameCube yet. You got games like Dust Blood. That trailer looked incredible. And of course the 3D Donkey Kong game. We haven't had one of these since the 64. Graphics don't look too great. The art style doesn't look too great to me in my opinion. But hearing from people that have played the game, they say that it's a ton of fun being able to go and destroy the terrain. Also was super excited to see GameCube being brought to Nintendo Switch Online. If they could somehow bring Melee to the Nintendo Switch, that'll be huge and something that a lot of people like me in the Melee community have been waiting for such a long time, and also being able to play online in their system. Lastly, I just want to talk about backwards compatible and enhanced games. If Nintendo really is going to be enhancing a lot of the first party games, that's going to be a big reason to pick up the Switch 2. I think I might just take a halt while playing my Switch for now until the new one releases, because I would love to play these games on more higher resolution and better quality and graphics and frame rate. So I'm going to put a pause on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet along with Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. But yeah guys, I feel like I talked so much already to start off this video. What was your favorite thing from the Nintendo Direct? Are you guys as excited as I am for this new Nintendo console? Back to this collection though, we are on a new week, ready to go out to some thrift stores, some game stores, find some more Nintendo games to add to our collection, and possibly some games on our whiteboard.
Here we are at the game showcase, and we just made 3 sales. The first item is going to be a Blu-ray. This Eric Clapton live in San Diego. And I know some of you guys got on me for not knowing who this person is, and I still don't. I just don't listen to a lot of music from the 60s and 70s. Apparently this guy is one of the most influential guitarists in rock music. But yeah, we sold this one for around 18 bucks. The second item we sold is going to be 2 more Blu-rays. These Mad Men Season 2 and 3. Surprised that these did not move quicker. but we only sold it for around 15 bucks. Next, we got one more item, and it's going to be a PlayStation 2 game down here. This Ratatouille game. This one is missing a manual as well, but it sold for around 14 bucks. We got a couple more updates. The first game that we sold is going to be this copy of Lost Odyssey. This one does not have a manual. We actually got a second copy, which is complete. But this one sold for $23.50. And then the second item we sold is going to be this copy of Minecraft Xbox One Edition. And this one sold for $17. Gonna get these two packaged and shipped. After eBay fees and shipping, this is how much we'll get to add back to the game fund.
Starting off at our first Goodwill, and I didn't spend too much time here simply because I didn't find much, but gonna show you guys the media section. They got this ABBA SingStar. I feel like they made a lot of these type of games on the PS2. Gonna pass on it though. Also got a Wii game right here, not worth of much. They had a couple of Blu-rays. This Spider-Man 3, brand new and sealed. I know I watched the original trilogy, but for some reason I don't remember much about those movies. And then I also did find this HP Ink cartridge, 950XL. This one does hold a little bit of value, around 15 to 20 bucks. So for $2, probably gonna be an easy pickup for me. After looking around the store, I didn't find much else. They did have some nice plushies in here, like this Wally one. And then also a couple of Sonic plushies, which Sonic plushes do hold a little bit of value from what I've seen. Not these though, these are the bigger ones. And for $5, it's honestly not a bad price.
Hello, just this. I'm good, how about you? Just made my way into a Goodwill, and guys, I think this was like the perfect timing because we got a bunch of games that I'm gonna go over with you guys right now. What is this? Rolling Bros? Oh, $5 too. Some kind of carnival game. We got Narnia. Should I pick some of these up? We got this Sonic game, Call of Duty, but check this out. A Sluggers? Is this in here? It feels kind of light. Oh yes, it is in there. What a huge score, $5. Definitely worth it. We got some Mario and Sonic games. Probably gonna have to grab these as well. Galaxy 2, guys. It's been like a whole year since I've scored this crazy at a Goodwill. I mean, these are like some heavy hitters for sure. And we're nearing the end of our series as well. And to be able to find all these games here is crazy. I'm glad that we were able to find all this stuff before the series ended. I got some Xbox One games, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's like 5 very solid Mario games on the Wii that we will for sure be able to add to the collection. Let's see if I'm missing anything else. What in the world is this thing? The Brady Bunch complete series? Look at this case. It's all taped up though, but wow, $7 for that. Okay, just checked all the cases. These are missing manuals, and these two are complete. So, what is this, like $25-ish for these 4 games? Either way, still an awesome score. Are back up here, and this game actually does hold a little bit of value, around like 15 to 20. But unfortunately it's missing a manual, so we're probably passing up on that. But yeah, back to this thing. This thing actually is a bit uncommon and holds a decent amount of value if it is complete. I gotta check that first. It's all taped up like this, but it's awesome to see Goodwill still putting out VHS tapes. There's always some interesting ones that I find over here. And look at this, we got some Pokemon ones. Pokemon Charizard. Not exactly sure what these are, if they just kind of talk about the Pokemon. You got the Showtime one. And then I Choose You Pikachu. These might be all like $1 a piece, I would assume. Looks like this thing is complete, so we'll be picking this up as well. Also, I received an email from Goodwill. They've just been going crazy with the deals lately. They sent me like a coupon for being a member for a buy one get one free. So I'll be getting something free, one of these games for free. So it's got these.
Total can be 13.62.
Okay.
And you're paying the cash or card today?
A card.
Here we are at the game showcase, and we had a really nice weekend of sales. Gonna quickly go over them. The first item we sold is this PlayStation 4 games. This Commandos 2 HD Remaster and Praetorians. We sold this one for around $15. The next item we have is gonna be down here. This SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton's Robotic Revenge, which I actually sold for $15 as well. We sold another game down here, and it's gonna be this Capcom Fighting Evolutions, missing the manual even, and still sold for around $17. The last game that we sold is a really nice one, this Lost Odyssey. We've been able to sell these games pretty quick in our series, so that's really nice. A couple of these we actually just picked up at a GameStop. Gonna get these all packaged and shipped after eBay fees and shipping. This is how much we'll get to add back to the game fund. This week we are out here at a Walmart, and I was simply here just to pick up some supplies for shipping and stuff. And I always check out the games section, and it looks like today they got some sales and deals, clearance to games. Nothing too special, but figured I'd just go over some of the stuff with you guys. So over here they've got some PlayStation and Xbox games, some Switch games as well. Right off the bat, you got like Far Cry 5 for $10. $10 seems to be like the lowest they're going down. Mortal Kombat 11, even Skywalker Saga for $10 is a pretty good deal. These are all brand new and sealed. You got a PlayStation 5 game right there, Saints Row. I've heard some bad reviews about that one, but I've always wanted to check that one out. What else you got? This Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and down here you got this construction simulator on the Xbox Series X. Some of these games actually do hold some value, and $10 is honestly really good. And then you got this Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed 3, one of my favorites, for $10, which is a really good price too. So I could possibly just grab some of these cheaper ones just to add to the collection. Anytime I can get Switch games for $10 and under, that's awesome. Also do see that it includes Assassin's Creed Liberation Remastered as well, which is crazy. I actually completed that game on the Vita recently, but I bet it looks 100 times better on the Switch. A couple more games down here, just looking like some Ubisoft games for $10 a piece. And then over here, most of these are Switch games, but they're all around like $20. Here's one for $15. And I didn't really see anything too special in here. Yeah, some Sonic games, the South Park game, and then some more games down here. Just gonna quickly go over the PlayStation 5 section as well. You got this Pac-Man World Repack. Wasn't really a big fan of this game. $10 though, that isn't too bad. You got Wild Heart for $10. I remember picking that up used condition for around $10. And then over here you got more games and Five Nights at Freddy's VR compatible game right there. I recently just picked up this Avatar game too at Target. They had it for $15. So heard some good reviews on that one. And then over here you just got some of the newer games. Lastly, we'll just check out the Switch section and see if they got any more deals over here. These look like the newer games.
Bunch of Mario games. Look at how much Tears of the Kingdom is, $70 on that. But over on this side, I did spot one game that I'm pretty interested in, and it's this Cult of the Lamb game for $10. I've heard great things about that game. I actually don't know too much about this game. I've never played it, but it kind of looks like another game that I'm a big fan of called Don't Starve. And I'm not sure if it's by the same developers, but it looks like it is some kind of crafting, base building game as well. But still awesome to see a $10 Switch game. What else do we have down here? I saw down here this Peppa Pig World Adventures. Could just be another fun one for 10 bucks. A brand new condition as well. And then also on this side, this Peppa Pig.
This week we made a visit to Record Heads, and starting off at the front glass case, got some higher end GameCube and Wii U games. Just actually picked up this Dance Dance Revolution Mario mix to complete the dance mat that I purchased in the last series. Saw a Dragon Ball Z game, which is cool, and also this Fishing Resort, which I had never seen before. Walked to the Nintendo Switch section next and spotted this Trials Rising game. I can't believe they're still making these Trials games. I played Trials Fusion on the 360 a ton back in the days. And then decided to scan through this row of games up here. I did find one game, and it's going to be this Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for $40. I feel like that's a great price for this. It is a game on our whiteboard, so was probably going to grab this. Made my way to the N64 section next and just kind of scanning through. They had a good selection of games, as you guys can see. But we got a Zelda Majora's Mask here as well. Is this going to be the stop where I pick up all my Zelda games for my whiteboard? They had it priced at $68.
So I wanted these two. Is there any chance you guys will do 100 for them both?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, probably like $8, $9 off.
105 maybe.
Okay.
Wow, guys, that was an awesome stop. I can't believe we found 2 Zelda games on our list at this place. Was debating on if we even had the funds to pick them both up, but they actually gave me a little bit of a discount. I knew taxes was gonna drive the total up a lot, so the base amount was $100, and then we ended up paying $105 after tax. Really clean copy of Majora's Mask, the holographic cover and everything. And then we also got Tears of the Kingdom for $40. Again, really good prices already on both of these games. Didn't want to pass these games up at this price. So yeah, really happy with what we got here.
And just like that, that wraps up the game hunting for this week. Let's go over all of our pickups. We actually scored pretty nicely at some Goodwills this week. At our first stop, we picked up an ink cartridge, this HP 950 XL for $2, and these usually value for around 15 to 20 bucks on eBay. And then at our second Goodwill, we scored huge on some Nintendo Wii Mario games. You just never find this stuff at Goodwills nowadays. I am starting to see more games pop up at my local Goodwills, so check out your Goodwills. Maybe you'll start seeing more games too. Also, they've been having so many deals going on. They've been sending me so many coupons and vouchers for like $5 off on sales. But for this week, we picked up a couple of Mario games. We got Super Mario Galaxy 1 and also 2. I actually have not played through the Super Mario Galaxy games. I tried playing it on the Super Mario 3D All-Stars, and I just couldn't get through it simply because it gave me motion sickness for whatever reason. Kind of the way you like walk around the
the planets and maneuver. I don't know, I just couldn't really play through it. Maybe I'll give it a second chance playing it in handheld mode instead of on my TV. And they actually scanned these for $3 each. And we had a buy 2 get 1 free coupon that we used. So I think for each of these we only spent around $2. We also picked up Mario Sluggers, and this is a great one because we actually have a case and manual. This one that we picked up was missing a manual, so we'll be able to complete this one at least and add it to our collection. Lastly, we picked up 2 Mario and Sonic games. We got the London 2012 one and the Winter Olympics. These are just simply great party games to play with friends and family. Utilizes the Wii remotes. We did also pick up this Brady Bunch, a complete series on DVD. Comes with like, I don't know, 20 discs. Still gotta go through and make sure they're all in there. But if they are, this thing values for around like $30-ish. We also made a stop at a Walmart and picked up some $10 Switch games. Anytime I can find $10 games at Walmart, I usually try to pick them up if I don't have in my collection already. We got Peppa Pig World Adventures. I don't know why I grabbed this, just a fun little kids game. Maybe one day when I have kids I'll play it, but at what age do kids actually understand playing video games and being able to control on a controller? I feel like by the time they're able to actually play the game, they won't be into Peppa Pig no more. We also got Assassin's Creed 3. This is just the game download, I believe. But was a big fan of this game. This is like the first Assassin's Creed game that actually took place in the United States during the American Revolution. Really enjoyed the story. Didn't run too well on the Xbox 360 when I played it, and probably won't run too well on the Nintendo Switch either. But it does include Assassin's Creed Liberation, which I did play all the way through on my PlayStation Vita. And then lastly, we got Cult of the Lamb, which is a very interesting game. I've heard great reviews about this. This is like a combination of a dungeon crawler, hack and slasher, pretty much go on crusades and fight bosses. But it's also a base building game as well. I love the art style for this. Again, reminds me of Don't Starve, which is a game that I played a ton of. Lastly, we came with 2 more games on our list, and we've been going through this pretty quick. The first game we got is Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on the Nintendo Switch. This was the sequel to Breath of the Wild, and this game just expanded on so much stuff on the story, added so many new mechanics to the game. I actually have not completed Breath of the Wild yet. I think I made it through like halfway and then just stopped. One of the things holding these games back is just simply the performance on the Switch, the graphics, the frame rate. So I'm hoping to jump back into these games when the Switch 2 releases, and they do enhance some of these games. And then lastly, we got another Zelda game. We got Majora's Mask, which is a very interesting game on the N64. Came out after Ocarina of Time, and this game actually deals a lot with time. It actually gives you a countdown timer of like 3 in-game days that you pretty much have to go through and progress through the story. It's a fun little mechanic that adds a little bit more pressure while playing this game. It kind of reminds me of the original Dead Rising games, where it does have a countdown timer as well. And you have to make decisions on the go. Definitely includes a lot of strategy as well. But yeah, got a nice handful of games this week. Gonna add it all to our collection right now and put one tally next to Majora's Mask and also Tears of the Kingdom. That leaves us off with one final game to conclude this series. We got Kirby on the Nintendo 64. This game, for some reason, is pretty hard to find. We'll keep my eye out for that, though. But that's all I got for this week. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one.